I've been living in a La Quinta Inn so long, the front desk lady knows my name and has asked me to stop making tea at 3 a.m.
Welcome back to the Gateway Wars. I'm your host, Harvey Barrel. We got Stephen the Demon, Marlo, Art, and Styx here with us, and also our Spirit of Knowledge here, Smash, who's going to give us a recap here soon. But let's get the preliminaries out of the way. Let's start off with our sponsors. Here at FeatherFall Tabletop Gaming, we are sponsored by Skull Splitter Dice, a wonderful dice company that makes metallic dice for smashing the heads in of your opponents. I mean, for rolling the dice and playing a fictional game to smash in the heads of your opponents. And nothing's better to help you smash the heads of your opponents than getting that caffeine boost you get first thing in the morning with Found Familiar Coffee, our other sponsor. Found Familiar Coffee is a wonderful blend and brew that just the smell of it just really perks me up. Like, the smell itself will wake me up before actually having a cup. But anyway, I don't have any of that right now because that's a morning drink. I have my evening drink, which isn't sponsored. All right. If everyone's ready, Smash, do you have a recap for us?
I do! So on Session 5, last time in the Gateway Wars, the gang began climbing down the mountain. On their first night, their rest was interrupted by a pack of wolves, one of which Aaron Jr. took on as a companion. They continued traveling towards the town, urged by the rising smoke. They arrived to the town of Two Rivers, its residents putting out the remains of a fire that ravaged their buildings. Thalgris was reunited with his uncle, while Turquoise poisons the water supply with more of the mushrooms.
Well, yes, that seems to be where we left off.
If I'm not mistaken, you did start that recap with the last place we left our heroes, correct? Just making sure I got the terminology correct. Just double check it, and we're good to go on where I stand.
I believe the exact terminology I used was the gang, so I am not
More
wrong.
accurate. Fair enough. All right, you're all right.
I always like to go with intrepid adventurers. Because it gives it a very neutral tone. All right, yes, you are in Two Rivers. There's been the refugee camp that has been built up on the further from the just at the center of town, away from all the burning buildings surrounding the well, which has recently been poisoned by a little girl at the request of Stephen. And you had heard that the fire had originated from I always screw this up. Steelwoods? Steelwood?
Ironwood?
Ironwood. The
Ironwood.
Ironwood forest. It's not as strong. And yes, that the fires originated there, and that not everyone has come back. There have been people fleeing the Ironwood forest and coming to the small refugee area that's been built here at the Two Rivers. And yes, that is the last that you heard. What would our dear characters, and if you want, you can give a little intro for anyone new watching. Anyone? Anyone? Okay. So yeah, let me know, give me an intro of your character and let me know what you're gonna do. Who wants to start us off?
Oh, like intro my character?
Yeah, just like give a brief description
Oh,
and then jump into what you'd like to do. Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just cut out. What's going on?
All
right. Oh, I can go first. No, I don't mind. No.
All right. Yes.
Hey, all right. Well, I'm playing Aaron Turnbuckle. He's a little half elven, and when I mean little, I mean he's a petite, tiny little boy. You would think you were mistaken for a Santa itself at this point. How short he is. But the thing is, he's pretty
tiny though.
What? Hey. Hey. But then again, that makes you think. Sorry, sidetrack. Is it actually 10, or is it just because it's proportionate?
That's a good question. Is he just a normal size dude on a small size body?
Yep. Well, no, yeah. So, he's a very small, half elf. We're going to say you call him a boxer. He's more of a. I kind of messed around with the monk and kind of make it more into the way a boxer would be, more or less. And he's a little naive, still pretty young, still trying to figure stuff out. Not that bright, but thing is, right now, there's a fire at his home, and you want to go save his daddy.
Excellent. Excellent. And what would you like to do now that we're
Right here. Well, if I remember correctly, I think me and was it Ariana? We're heading out into the woods, heading towards home. Oh, my home.
about to embark into the wood?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, then let's go jump over to Marlo.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marlo. I'm playing Ariana. Ariana Karthos is a bard. She is a specific type of bard who it follows the College of Nightmares. So it's all about fear and intimidation rather than charming. And Ariana's whole goal right now has completely changed from the beginning of just like, let's get to the city, let's do this thing. Let's warn people about the horrors of the world. Now she's made friends and frenemy. And right now, basically, the whole goal is to help these people out and make sure that Turnbuckle's family is okay. And yeah.
Excellent. And also about to enter into the woods. Well, all right. Let's jump over to Styx there. How you doing there, buddy?
Falgris Eventide as well, thank you. I believe my goddess, the Shah, is actually everybody's goddess, whether you know it or not. But I believe that I am traveling out as well with these two to look for the turnbuckles.
Excellent. Yes, Falgris Eventide. What, your silver dragon? I keep mixing this up.
Black.
Black. Ah. Sexy. And then, last but not least.
As a representative of whoever I'm a representative of, all I really have to say is blood for the blood god. I really started this, adventure, thinking I was making a group of friends who were going to accompany me to a great power, and I was going to get cool magic hands, and they were going to be like, oh, you're so cool. We should be your, traveling partners for forever. And then that's not what happened. And then my god tricked me, and I was like, hey, man, that's not very cool. But you know what? Me and my friends are going to kick your ass. And then my friends beat the shit out of me, and they threatened to kill me multiple times. And I was like, you know what? Blood for the fucking blood god, dude. This is so not worth it anymore. And so, my goal is to kill just anyone who I can possibly get to before somebody realizes it and takes me out.
Over your dead body.
Yeah, that is the idea. Yeah. You see, I know that you're capable of, strangling me with, your pinky finger, so I'm not gonna do it in front of you.
Wise.
And quite frankly, getting away from you guys is gonna be pretty easy, seeing as none of you really want me around. So, really, you've kind of backed yourself into a pretty fucked corner, my guy.
Glorious. All right. Well, now that the characters have been introduced and you guys are all gathering to enter the forest to try to... I'm assuming?
I'm just following them.
Okay. The entering the woods is a difficult task. There's so much smoke pouring out. It has the dancing firelight in the distance, and so you just get the glow, that orange glow everywhere around you. You see like lots of like skittering animals like running here and there, trying to like all escape and flee out the forest. And you do hear like the creaking and the bursting of sap and the classic fire sound. And deeper in, Aaron, you know the way. I mean, basically, you know it's a straight shot here, and from this path, it's like literally just there was a road, but being so obscured in the smoke. And you know that the road there should be a clear enough path, unless because of the fire, logs might have come down or whatnot. But that you don't have to worry as much of the fire shouldn't be as harsh because there is a gap. And that's dead ahead of you. But once again, the smoke is so thick that you can't see much beyond like a 20-foot range right now.
Well, it's like 20 foot. Okay, so I double back to everyone else real fast as we're walking through. Just look over, like, all right, guys. Well, looks like it's gonna be hard for us to get through these. So I think I have an idea. Grab onto this, and I start like looking for like a stick or something, or so we can all just hold on, so we can try to stay together in one group, and see if I could lead them the best I can, listening for things, seeing if I could hear my way through, if I can't see my way through, and see if I can slowly pull us into town.
Okay, all right. It'll be no problem finding like a long branch if that's what you want for like to kind of like have everyone connected together, to like keep a hand on. And yeah, if you'd like to make a perception check as you delve into the forest fire. And anyone else, if there's anything else you want to do, let me know. We can do some rolls.
Got a 9.
Got a 9. Okay. The overall sound of the crackling fire is just all-encompassing. Really hard to make out anything distinct, but as you're traveling through, the path does seem fine. I need everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw.
$11.
19, but that was a natural 20.
22.
10.
Okay. None of you got below 10. So you do at the last minute. You're hearing, and you're like, oh, everything sounds good. And then right in front of you, a freaking tree crashes down. Sparks and embers come flying out in all directions. But not enough to hurt any of you. But it was like if you had, hadn't stopped and like turned back and said something to the group, you would have been hit. There with a 10. Continuing on, past the downed burning timber, there appears some flashing lights in the smoke that are different. It's not that nice orange warmth. You see flashes like bright blue and bright purple, and everyone can kind of hear an electrical sound. That and
Oh, yeah, it's a marshmallow concert. Everyone pack it up.
through the smoke, you see a big silhouette is suddenly cast, and it's just a large blocked like it's like a tower shape. It feels almost like it's very angular, like maybe like a like a house or something. It's just a big flash of light, and there's just like this silhouette, and then the sound and all the blue lights suddenly just stop, and there's nothing there. You guys continue forward. I'm assuming, and you do see there's a the wood line starts to open up and starts to clear open, and it's actually near the one of the small, not, I wouldn't say it's like a village, it's like a small hamlet that's very near where the lumber yard that your family is at, their turnbuckle. This is a kind of like the area where like all the workers that usually that are there, they like, this is where their families are. This is like the little like community built around the lumber yard. And it's you can make out the small buildings. They're like little 1-story buildings, very like little cabins, very simply made. And there's only like 5 of them in this area. But there's no action from them. They just sit there. There's some of them there's like 2 of them that are like partially on fire at the back end of their buildings, but it's not like, oh god, it's out of control. It's just, okay, it's on fire. But it does open up into a clearing that's about like, I don't know, 50, 60 foot wide, kind of semicircle, just kind of spaced away from each other. Can I get
Does it appear that... I'm sorry. I was going to ask, does it appear that anything is... there's anybody here still?
Make an investigation check.
Can I help her out in doing too?
Are you skilled in investigation? Like, is it a proficiency? Are you proficient in it? If anyone is proficient in it, you can add advantage to someone else who's making a roll.
I am, but I choose not to look.
I rolled a 10, so not very...
You see what looked like was probably the basic hustle and bustle. Like, you see that there's like a couple of baskets that have been like dropped. Like, obviously, like there's been like, it looks like there were people here and it was hurried, is about what you can kind of make up. Like, there's a couple things left behind here and there, some things dropped, but it looks like the regular accoutrement that comes with just, village life.
I would like to attempt to kind of sneak off and go look around a little bit myself with my own investigation check. So I would like to roll a stealth to get away from everyone. And then I'd like to roll a investigation to do my own searching. And I'm more looking for valuables, but if I see a person, I'll take that too.
All right. Roll sneak with advantage because of all the smoke.
Okay, 16, and my second roll is a 19. Oh shit, that's a 19 plus 3, 22.
Does anyone have a passive perception that high? I doubt it.
No.
Motherfucker said poof.
So as you guys all like kind of got there and kind of like looked around and surveyed what's happening, and Ariana kind of like looks down, like kind of picks up a basket and kind of looks at it and kind of scans around. And as we're looking at everyone kind of like surveying everything, in the background is Turquoise, this tiny lizard man just slinks into the smoke and disappears. And go ahead and roll your investigation.
14.
14. Okay, so you duck into the nearest house, and there's like, a dresser with clothes. There's a small table with food still on it. There's bed, a small lockbox at the foot of the bed. There's lots of like hanging herbs and meats that are hung up to dry and jerk.
I'll pocket them. I'll pocket the dried meat. Yeah, yeah.
All right, all right. Now, go ahead and give yourself a couple, like 2 days worth of rations and dried meat.
Delightful.
Anything else you would like to do while in this room?
No signs of people anywhere, huh?
Like I said, there's food on the table. There's but yeah, it doesn't look like there's anyone there. There's no sound. There's a
You said that there were baskets of fish that had been dropped on the ground, correct?
there were baskets with regular like town stuff. So like like a basket of maybe like some breads outside. I didn't say fish.
Okay.
No sleepy fish.
Hmm. All right, I'm gonna walk outside. I think I have an idea.
Okay. Jumping back over to the rest of the group, Styx, Aaron, is there anything that, or Thalgris, Aaron, is there anything that you guys would like to do while they're doing their investigations?
I want to run into the center of the town and just yell out, "Daddy!" See if he hears me.
Awesome. And you run out in the middle, you yell, Daddy! Nothing. No response of any kind.
Is there
everyone... Go ahead.
Sorry. Is there any tracks leading out where you can see which direction they may have gone?
Investigation. Looking for tracks specifically. You can also use survival if you're better at it.
I would suggest all of you covering your ears, and I'll wait till everyone either does or doesn't.
Well, dealing his thing. This is what he's doing while you're inside the house.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm gonna cast Thunderclap cantrip and rip to their eardrums. They might take a D6 on this one.
We'll get to that. Like I said, this is when you're like taking the meat and putting it in your pocket. This is what's happening at the same time as you're doing that.
Gotcha.
I thought I was better at it, but I rolled a 2, so that's a 4.
You're looking around for tracks, and you find some here or there, and they all just kind of just stop. Like, kind of around where Art is, just in the middle of town. There's just, there's just no tracks.
You make out any sign of them?
What was it?
Can you make out any sign of them?
I can't, but if Daddy ain't gonna answer me, he always does. Well, I think he does. Well, he normally does. Oh, I'm gonna try one more thing. There's one more person that might still be here. I don't know if she hope she is. All right, I'm gonna 1 second, and I just go in. I go back center of town as loud as I can. Just yell out, "Gator!" It's his best friend. See if she's there.
You listen intently, and a loud crack of thunder booms. So what was that, Steven?
Yeah, fantastic. I am going to cast that 15 feet in front of me. That way I'm not affected nor anyone else, unless there is some poor idiot bastard 15 feet in front of me. Then in which case, rip to you grand, but I'm different. Yeah, I'm going to cast that. I'll wait probably like 10 seconds, see if there's a response, and then I'll go ahead and cast it one more time. It's a cantrip. I'm not breaking a sweat on this.
So what's the sound range on the thunderclap? Is it like a mile range or something?
I do believe it is 100 feet.
100 feet. Okay.
100 feet.
So, Gator! Katoom! And then silence. And then everyone perception check.
15.
That noise. What is that? I can't hear anything.
Natural 1.
Oh no!
I got a 9.
17 plus 0. So 17.
So 17. And what was it, Ariana?
15.
Okay. So, both you two spotted the 15, 17. So, Cocoon! Thunderclap! And then wait for it. And then both your heads snap towards the other end, like from deeper in the woods, and you hear. As galloping out of the smoke, you see a familiar face. You see the soot and ash-covered visage of Gwegowy, the centaur of the Runefaust, of the Runic Empire.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill that dude.
He comes running out, and he's got a person draped over his horse end. And he comes like, oh, hey, you made it. Wonderful. I was trying to give a message. And he just like kind of like he slowly like trots over to the center where you guys are, and then he kind of like drops to like his front knees while his hind end kind of lowers down too, and he just kind of sits down. I as soon as I got here to deliver messages, everything was on fire. I was the fastest one. I just tried to get everyone in and out of the woods. Whew, can you get this guy off me? And he then kind of just slumps over and just starts catching his breath as hard as he can.
Where did he run from?
He came from deeper in the woods. And Art, you'd probably get that he came from like the direction of the lumber mill.
Do I recognize who this person is?
It's Gator.
Gator. I'll go over to them. Gator.
Huh?
You all right? Gator.
Well, I'll slap you.
What the hell was that for?
What the hell's happening?
Don't you see we're on fire?
Oh hell, just me.
What
I'm
the
not
hell are you
getting paid.
doing?
Wait, what?
You know who the... Okay, first off, are you okay?
I can't move.
Can't move? You sure about that?
Yeah, I don't feel so good. Something I can't remember. Some bright hit down right where we working. Everything got tingly. Now I'm here. But I remember hearing groans. Lots of groaning.
Did you see anyone else? Anyone else there? You know, like any of the other workers, any like Daddy or anyone else?
No, I just woke up. It flash of light, lots of tingles. Everything was dark. I heard a lot of groaning, and then I woke up.
All right.
What the hell's going on, Art?
I slap him really fast, try to knock him out of it. First off, you can move because you slapped me. Second part.
Oh, I did.
Second part, calm down. All right, we're here. These are my friends. Don't. What? At this point, do I notice that Turquoise is there or not?
Go ahead and roll perception.
I've definitely come back.
Okay, because
I want to
you're
question the
thunderclapped. It's
centaur.
not like you can really hide after that.
Sure.
I have questions for the horseman.
Can we just say that I don't see him because I rolled pretty low.
Sure. He's just directly behind you, and you're like, look around, like, where is he?
We're just funny because he's technically taller than me. Like, wait, I see these three. Wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Wait,
Wait,
what are you saying?
am I dead? Cause I'm seeing a crazy lizard man staring at me.
Which crazy laser man? No, that.
Oh God, I'm seeing
Salvage.
double. Oh, I've got a concussion.
Oh,
Can I make it?
Probably that's possible. You do that. That happens a lot, doesn't it? But it's not the point. Okay. Main thing is my friends in here are gonna try to help out. Okay, we need to make sure we can at least find Daddy or anyone else. Gotta make sure who we can do at least what this guy. And patting Wegley. This guy's been helping out. I apologize. I can't talk right now. Been helping us out a lot, and we're going to try to do the same thing right now. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. That sounds good. Who's Gregory?
You'll be fine.
Well, it is just so fortunate of you, Gwegoi, that you just happened to get to the site right as something awful happened. And then, it just so happens, you took someone's potentially lifeless corpse, draped him over your spine, and managed to bring him back to the scene of the crime. Is that not awkward, Gwegoi? Because I think it's pretty goddamn suspicious.
I thought it was damn fortuitous that I got here when I did.
Yeah.
It's a little pot called the kettle black situation, isn't it?
Okay, well, you know what? Think of it this way. Takes one to know one. Checkmate.
They said there were people in the force that needed help. I have no issue with the civilians. These people are innocent. I came in to help as best I can. When I grabbed them, I got lost in the smoke, and then I heard that crack of thunder, and it gave me somewhere to go. So thank you.
Interesting. And here I thought that you were on a crusade in this country. I don't know. Just storylines aren't adding up, Gwegoi.
We have only quarrel with the kingdom that attacked us, not the civilians that had nothing to do with it.
That's fair. You know what? I do remember now that in most wars the civilians are left alone entirely. Good point. Forgot about that. Continue.
Can I make a check to see if I can see what's afflicting Gator?
Oh, yes. Medicine check, if you would like.
That's a 17 for a 21.
Ooh, all right. You note that they it looks like they are coming out of the stages of paralysis, and also extremely low hit points.
I'm going to reach out and just touch him with a cure wounds.
Dang nab! Oh, that's
back.
a rush. I suddenly felt like all the secrets of the universe were bestowed upon my mind and then violently ripped away, but with a lingering feeling of, that's better.
I ate a mushroom once that did that to me.
You know what's funny? I ate a mushroom the other day, and I had the best sleep for a long time. And then your daddy woke me up with a slap.
That sounds like him. Was it purple?
Yeah, it was. Hey, I think I can stand. Oh hell! I didn't realize I was on a horse. Man, centaur. Sorry. What? No, it's fine. It's fine. And he gets up off of Gwegoi, and Gwegoi now stands up.
Gwegoi, we have set up a medical tent just right over there. If you want to head over there, everyone, can I talk with you for a second? Group, can we have a little bit of a huddle up while Gwegoi goes to get medical treatment?
Yes.
Oh, thank God, I thought you were going to kill me on sight. Okay, I want to pull you guys off to the side, and I want to have a quick... Okay, so, hear me out.
Perception check.
For what?
You. Perception check.
That's... Okay, that's fair. That, fair enough. Usually this has to happen. That's a 13 plus.
Okay. So...
I'm probably an idiot, so
no,
I don't know what my guess is.
You passed. As you get everyone huddling together, so's Gator.
I don't care if he knows. It's just Gwagui I'm concerned about. How would you all like to get a whole lot of fucking answers right here, right now?
Sounds like a good thing. So go on, talk.
All right. Sticks, you're probably going to have to accompany me because it'll sell it. I am going to do... Well, okay, hold on. Is Gwagui going to the tent or to the house I told him to go to, or is he just staring at us? This is very important.
No, he basically, when you guys started to set off, he kind of checked in with, Gator. It's like, are you fine? Like, yeah, no, I feel good. And then he went over to your group. So, he does go down the road that you guys had left. So he is going to head towards the refugee camp.
Wagui's not looking at us. Perfect. My face is going to contort into that of Wolfskin's character.
Okay, to the
and
lieutenant.
I'm going to cast disguise self to look like the lieutenant.
Okay. Oh man, interesting. Okay. Interesting.
Sticks, I'm going to need you to help me sell this.
I'm listening.
I don't know. You seem like you were good friends with him, so if, me and you both walk up to him with me looking like this, and you're like, oh, hey there, whatever my name is, ooh, oh boy, and then I'll say like, if I see that wizard, I'm gonna just slit his eyeballs, and then you'll be like, yeah, and then he'll give us all the information we need, and I'll have like a little powwow with him, and I'll get, any little piece of information I can get out of him, and then if he's like totally useless to us, I can like fry him or leave him alone. You guys seem like a real leave him alone group, so, I'll probably just let him go down there to the town that's doing perfectly fine.
Man, I didn't understand any of that, but you guys see his face turn? I swear, I think those mushrooms are still affecting me.
I'm going to turn my face into his face, and I'm going to say, probably.
Have my hands always been this big?
Yeah.
He gets lost in his own contemplations of if he's hallucinating or not.
All right, I'm going to take off after the centaur, looking like Wolfskin's character.
Okay, all right. I do want to point out, centaurs have a lot more movement than a lizard. So
in Wolfskin's voice, I'm just going to shout, stop, Gwagui. You try to be threatening and say Gwagui.
I rolled a 2 on my perception. He did not hear you.
I can't cast a thunderclap. Okay. God damn it. Because then he'll know it's not me.
All right. I want to say something to Turquoise. Like, well, Turquoise, here's the thing. I know you want to get these questions figured out or whatever you want to do, but first off, if you really want to convince Gwagui that you are, what's his face? You gotta say his name wrong. I don't think he'll believe you. Say Gwagui.
I yell, hey, you fucking idiot. I figure that'll be more along the lines of Wolfskin's character.
I rolled a 4.
Gwagui, you are a fucking idiot.
It's not the most observant, apparently.
All right, you know what? This is my last ditch effort. I got one last possibility. My theory is Gwigwi is probably dumb enough to where he won't notice if I just go ahead and okay, he said sparks. That's similar. I'm gonna cast Firebolt in Gregory's general direction and hope it hits a tree to get his attention.
I will tell you right now, with all the other fire going on, that's not going to do anything.
Oh, I didn't realize everything was on fire.
Yeah, no, this is a forest fire, and you're in a clearing in a forest fire, which reminds me, I need everyone to make a con save.
Yeah, did not realize that.
Unless anyone has resistance
20.
to heat.
17.
2.
I
That-
have a 12.
That makes a 6.
All right, Thalgris, you are starting to really get like heated up. Maybe it's the combination of the fire with being a mostly cold-blooded creature. I don't know why it wouldn't work on him. He's a warlock. Fuck, he's weird. Maybe it's the combination of the armor, and the armor's also heating up, but you are starting to feel it. There will be more of these checks later on, and if you know that if you fail another check like this, you will suffer a level of exhaustion. But right now you're fine, and everyone's fine. But right now you've lost your one freebie.
This armor's pretty hot.
I can try to cool you down.
No, it's fine.
And
Oh, dude, I can cast frostbite.
I'm going to play along, and I'm going to use Thaumaturgy to call out to Gregory.
Oh,
beautiful.
okay. What's the range on the booming voice? Does it say?
It just says 3 times louder for 1 minute.
Oh, okay, all right. I will roll to hear you with advantage. A mighty bellow that could be mistaken for a roar if words weren't behind it. Bellowing out, Gregory! And if you wait there, after a moment, you will hear the clip-clopping of his hooves as he begins to return. Yes, no, is everyone okay?
I ought to put you in shackles. I call you twice, and you have the audacity to keep that horse's ass aimed at me?
All right, I need you to roll a deception for me. You get advantage because you are disguised.
All right, hold on. What's my plus? Okay, 16.
I rolled a 16. I did not beat
Hell
your
yeah.
roll. No, I did not beat your roll. You barely succeed. Sir, sir, I'm so sorry. Well, are you also here to help with the relief effort, sir?
Do you know how disgusting it is that I send you, who I believe to be my fastest soldier, and I arrive at the location before you after you have a head start? Do you understand what we do to people incapable of following basic instructions?
Yes, the retraining fort. I understand, sir.
I'm not talking about the retraining fort. That's right, thick skull. All right, you know what? I want to report on everything you've seen. Stat.
Instead of RPing through it, he gives you basically the same rundown that he kind of gave the rest of your characters, that he showed up, saw that the place was on fire, and ran in to aid in civilian rescue attempts, and He went in to save people that that were stuck inside the fire in the forest and returning them to the refugee camp back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He reports strange sounds and strange lights. Hasn't seen any clues as to what as to the source of those anomalies. He was too busy trying to stay alive and not get lost in the smoke, because that was one of his major issues, was getting lost.
Gwegui, the longer we sit in this godforsaken shithole of a fucking country, the longer I think to myself, what are we doing here? I mean, we've been here how long, Gregory? How long?
Sir, it's been a week or more? About a week, yeah?
A week. Disgusting, isn't it, Gregory? Can't you feel the filth and the slime of this land creeping up your own boots? Just invading every cell of your body.
Well,
Disgusting.
I mean, I find the natural look is really nice. I mean, it's not as industrial as back home. I mean, the air actually tastes fresher.
Gregory.
Except here, I mean, why are we still here? We should get out of here.
We'll move when I say we move.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put my hands behind my back and kind of look off into the distance, kind of away from Gwegui. Yeah, there you go. And I'm gonna go, God, Gwegui, when we finally fulfill our orders to slaughter every last person in this land, only then will I feel that we've truly succeeded.
Wait, what?
What?
Our written orders was to, overthrow the kingdom. Stop the war. Create peace.
Of course. That's what I said. Isn't it, Gwegui?
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gwegui, I'm going to need you to do me a favor and stand here for a moment while I go confer with Styx, who is, by the way, our new medical chief officer. Be aware of that in the future.
Just before I walk away with you, I'm just going to say...
Oh, by the way, Lieutenant, how did you get here?
Are you talking about here? Where?
No, Lieutenant, how did you get here?
Well, I'm not a lieutenant. But I mean, I ran here.
Not you, Gregory. Thank you, Lieutenant. How did you get here?
Oh. Talking to you. Sorry, Stephen.
Oh, wait. Oh, he's asking me how I got here? Why would you fucking do this to me? I am so glad that you talked me into sparing that warlock. His teleportation spell to get us and the rest of the men over here was so useful that slitting his throat would have been just a real detriment to the cause. You know what I mean, Sticks? You know what I mean? Sticks! Thank you, Sticks, for your continued devotion to the cause.
Please roll a deception.
Sticks, I'm gonna send you to the fucking education camps, I swear to God.
The retraining fort.
Sorry, the retraining fort. It's
the same thing. It's totally the same thing.
Oh, sorry, Falris. I was talking to Sticks out a game. Don't worry, Wolfskin.
Oh. Sometimes when you play D&D too long, you might think you have DID.
Wig, I need you to come back as an idiot again.
I don't... What? I don't understand, sir. What'd you get on your deception? Sorry, what?
10.
10.
As 9 and then 10.
God damn it, I rolled a 6. Gregory is just bad. Or my dice are bad, but damn.
Okay, so their goal was to overthrow the monarchy here, or overthrow the king here, and then take over this country. Okay, real fast. Thalgris, can I have a quick aside? Or not Thalgris, Styx, can I have a quick aside?
No, you mean Thalgris.
No, God damn it, Thalgris, can I have a quick aside? Large lizard man who terrifies me in my nightmares. Can I have a quick aside, please?
I'll look over at Gregory and say,
Excuse me, I just need to have a word to Turquoise.
Okay, so I know that you're like super loyal to like this guy and his whole deal going on. I don't think anyone's asked your opinion. If they showed up to kill the monarchy of this country, how would you feel about that specifically? Are you pro murder this monarchy? Or oh boy, we should look for alternatives.
Is this out of game? Is this out of character, I gotta ask?
No, I'm asking Thalgris face to face right now. What are his thoughts?
Because right now, fucking, Gregory is just staring daggers at you, because he figured it out.
Beautiful. Thalgris, I really need you to answer this because it really depends on what's about to happen. It really is about to inform a major decision.
My beliefs, as always, are with what Shah's wishes are.
But does Shah want this monarchy overthrown? Or does Shah want this monarchy to stay in power?
Do you really believe that she cares?
Inspiration point 6.
So you're saying that Shah doesn't care about the lives of individuals that may or may not concern her, correct?
She cares for all, but she cares not for politics.
Do you mind if I embed myself in some politics real fast then? Because Shaw wouldn't care.
Do as you will.
Thank you. I'm
But she
going
is
to
watching.
cast Witch Bolt directly at the centaur.
Smash, if there's anything you'd like to say. Go ahead. Let's take a look at Witch Bolt here. Let's see. Is that a spell attack?
Yeah, ranged spell attack. On a hit, he's going to take 1d12.
Constant every turn.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh boy. I hope his armor class is above a 4. Oh no, sorry, not a 4. So that was only the plus. Above an 18.
Let me see. He might actually.
Believe it or not, I actually have a plan in all this.
I gotta do all this research. You got a what? An 18?
Yeah.
You hit! A streak of eldritch energy emanates from Turquoise's hand and inflicts a dire wound upon the centaur's chest. A connectivity that will not end like an electrical current. Would you like to roll your damage?
Oh yeah, 10.
Ow. Yeah, you blast him, and he staggers back, and like his back, one of his back hind legs kind of like staggers down. He's kind of like at a tilted angle, like
How far away are we from this
You
situation?
guys are fucking all right there.
I am going to immediately cast Dissonant Whispers against Turquoise.
You know, technically, I'm fighting the real enemy, but you do as you will. You realize he wants you and your kind dead, right? You know, I'm out here fighting the real terrorists, and you know what? This is betrayal. I mean, I get it, but at the same time,
Let's all roll initiative then, shall we?
Can I do one thing before we do?
Yeah, everyone let me know what one action. She's gonna do Dissonant Whispers. What is everyone else's one action after a bolt of energy strikes the NPC?
I say, Wolfie, sig him.
It's
Who are you pointing to
you
when
need to
you
do
say
a
that?
wisdom's.
The only other magic user that I know who would hurt someone.
Oh, okay, so you're sticking him on Turquoise. Had to check. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Turquoise, if you'll do a wisdom saving throw.
you know, you guys are not seeing the bigger picture here. But you know what? Whatever has to happen, whatever.
Salgris, what would you like to do in this moment?
I'm out here trying to save you.
I'm going to reach out and grab hold of Turquoise
Yeah, that's fair.
and cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
That's not fair.
And then,
16, by the way, for my wisdom saving throw. Oh, wait, hold on. Is it a save throw, or is it just a regular roll?
I believe it's a saving throw.
Well, then in that case, 18.
You're muted.
Oh, sorry. In
No,
that case,
not you,
18.
Steven. Sorry, Marlo.
Yes, I am trying to roll my d6s. So it's half damage on a successful. So I rolled a 7. I don't know if he rolls up or down or rounds up or down. Since it's PvP.
We'll round down.
Okay,
We'll be nice to each other, ish.
so 3.
Oh, I take 3 damage? Okay.
My Inflict Wounds was a 19 to hit.
As long as my god doesn't care, I don't care. 3 seconds later, he's attacking me for no goddamn reason. You know what? This is some bullshit.
That is 13 damage.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Jeebus.
All right, and just before, real quick question: what kind of wolves were they again? I need to look up their stats.
It was just a basic wolf.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that was uncool of you.
This has lasted longer than I thought it would. So
It's like this is nowhere. Like we're still in the middle of the freaking forest fire. This is nowhere near where I was trying to get you guys. This is so wonderful. Did you find the wolf? I can look him up.
No, yeah, I found him. I found him.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your sick'em.
Right. Well, can I retract that since they already had two of them already kind of took
Sure.
him in at this
Yeah,
point?
no
At this
problem.
point, Thalgris is already holding on to him, so like, there's no point.
He pretty much did a Miles Morales. He was just like, hey, blam!
Yeah, so I guess at this point, if they're gonna be doing stuff to him,
You can hold an action if you want, if there's something you would like to react.
Well, at this point, I just wanted to see if I could still listen around and see if I could hear anything else, since they've got this guy taken care of. Maybe Wolfie and I can listen around.
You just hear like the you do hear a noise kind of like behind and next to you that's going, and you look over and it's Gator just like, what in the hell? Here's woo, it's some good stuff. Like believing completely that they are under the influence because everything that's happened is completely wild from an outside point of view. Should we roll initiative, or is that gonna kind of settle things? I should ask.
Oh, actually, Thalgris just put his hands on me, correct?
That is true.
Hellish rebuke, bitch. Get fucked, dweeb.
Is that a saving throw, or does that just happen? Let's see.
You point your finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
I rolled a 16 for a 15.
And what do you need to beat?
A 16 for a 15.
Oh.
Okay, he had to beat a 12, so if I'm not mistaken, he takes half damage of a 3d10.
Wait, you're saving your spell DC is only at a 12 right now?
Currently, yeah.
I feel like it should be higher. Is that what is everyone else's at? Well, I guess you're the
14.
14?
12.
14.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 22 on the damage, so you only take 11.
Comparable. So, Thalgris, you put your hand upon him, and you inflict wounds, and you see the purple light kind of flash, and it burns his shoulder, and then you see that energy shift and change and turn black and like blackened flame with white edges comes pouring back out and engulfs your hand that you had touched, and you whip it away and only take half the damage, as you said. Take the 11 damage as your hand is now scorched. And this is when the tables turn in the middle of a forest fire in an abandoned hamlet. Our adventurers turn on one another. Is it to the death? Should I roll initiative for you guys to continue this battle, or did you guys just like have a blow up at each other and kind of like step back?
If we're all finished, then maybe you might like to consider what is happening right now.
Turquoise, please roll concentration check.
Fair enough, you got me there.
All right.
That is a 14 plus whatever concentration is.
Okay. I need you to, you made that save, and that was for Marlowe's first hit. I need you to roll another one for the second hit that you got from Thalgris to maintain your spell of
That's a 15 for a plus whatever the other hit.
So you guys are kind of like, all this has happened, and he's still just like got this beam of light coming from his hand, just shocking poor Gwegui. Poor Gwegui.
All right. Now I'm gonna go tell my dog, my little wolf buddy, to kind of break it up. Like, Wolfie, Pounce or something. Just told me, go get
Pounce.
Go get.
Okay.
Or something.
I'm gonna kill the dog.
I'm not attacking you. I'm actually trying to break everyone up.
Oh, good. For a minute there, I thought I was gonna have to do that scene from I Am Legend where Will Smith is like, the dog's infected, and then he's like singing the "Don't worry
Book of
about
Feather.
a thing." What a fucking dweeb.
By the way, if you want to watch a great version of I Am Legend based off the original book more closely, check out Vincent Price's The Last Man on Earth. It's a black and white classic. Okay, so you and Wolfie kind of like get in the middle of all of this hubbub going on. Where you're all fighting each other, and you're kind of like, whoa, ho, hey, and the dog's like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah," like nipping at ankles, trying to like keep people away from each other. We're going to circle back around to Steven, since you did start us off. Do you wish to maintain your Witch Bolt?
I'm gonna hold the action. I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'm gonna try to reason with these nice people.
Well, the problem is your spell keeps going and keeps hurting every round you maintain it.
All right. Would
I think he
I'd be
froze
able-
on us. No, he's just standing very still.
I mean, he is a terrorist organization. Why are we upset about this? Look, I've done some awful things. Let's really talk about all the things I've done. Look, we can go down the list. But for once, I did the good guy thing, and I'm in trouble. All right. I will turn off Witch Bolt. Since apparently we're saving terrorists, I'm gonna let the terrorist go.
Hey, hearts and minds, man. Hearts and minds.
Oh, well,
So,
fair enough.
you release the Witch Bolt, and the last of the energy crackles and dissipates over the burning ember of his of Gwegwee's chest plate. There's like a small scorch mark and hole burnt into it as it had been hitting his chest. And he immediately grasps at it and like kind of stands back up. He's just like, oh, whew, oh. And he's like looking at everyone else, and he's like, he doesn't know what to do and make of the situation because he's been attacked, but he's part of your group, but you defended him, and so now he's like very confused and very angry. But he hasn't and won't do anything so far.
All right. Now that we got that out of the way, explain yourself and fast. I still need to find my daddy. So if you don't do this fast, I'm gonna make it go fast.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a moral dilemma, and I want you to answer honestly, okay? It's gonna go real fast because I already know what you're answering. Let's say that you are a guard in a tower. Let's say, I don't know, the King's Tower. Let's say the King's Tower, okay? And a man rushes in with a knife, and he sprints straight at the king. What do you do? Anybody? Anyone in the class want to raise their hand on this one? I think I see somebody in the back. Maybe, no? Is that Bill? Billy? You want to raise your hand on this one? A whole lot of... is somebody
What's the
break down?
relevance to your point, Turquoise?
This man is the man with the knife. His goal is to come over here and kill the king. So, either you hate the king of this country and you want him dead, in which case, I'm down with that too. Or you love the king of this country and want to see him alive, in which case, I'm down with that too. But you gotta pick one or the other here.
This is a figment of your imagination. This is not real. This is not a real discussion. This
Oh
man
my
is
God.
helping people who are dying in a fire. It doesn't matter.
You just admitted to it moments ago. Oh my God. He admitted that that was his purpose.
Then if that happens, and we have to
Oh,
fight him
okay.
then,
Oh,
then we'll
so
fight
we,
him
so we
then. But right
we
now,
totally
he's
take out
helping us.
justice afterwards. I mean, and we have the admission.
Then why didn't you try to kill Lieutenant and all of his men that were there?
I would have, but you guys seemed oddly sided with him.
Do you
You
think
guys
it's
This
still
would have been a fair
possible that
point at that point, wouldn't it have been? You didn't bring this up then because you really don't care, Turquoise. It's only about what you want. I'm done hearing your stupid excuses, Turquoise. I'm done.
Fine, let the terrorist go. You know what?
I'll do you
When
one
you're
better.
living- You're living in a fascist utopia, and you're like, if only someone had tried to stop them sooner. It's gonna be
I'll
me.
do-
It's gonna
I'll
be
do
me.
you one
And
better.
I'm you at the bread line, and I'm gonna be the hero that you didn't realize was a hero till too late.
I look down and look like my eyes up at him and say, "I'll do you one better. Big Brother's watching you." And I cast I strum my instrument and cast vicious mockery.
Oh, Jesus. What's the save on that?
Let's see. Wisdom saving throw.
Steven?
Oh,
you
I'm sorry. I got a 14. I was waiting to hear what I had to get to beat it. I got a 14.
Oh yeah, it's 14. This is the saving throw. It's my spell save DC.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but at least I don't save terrorists.
That's still hit.
How does it work when it's PvP though? Yeah.
Because you have to when you're defending or when you're attacking, you have to defeat. Oh no, then it doesn't hit. You have to defeat his number. So you got the same number as Steven. You are it does not hit. I'm sorry, had to remember. It's not 3.5. 3.5. Okay. Tie goes to defender, not in this one. Or I don't remember. Ah, man, I'm tired. I also have a lot of blood rush to my head. It's all the laughing. So up yours, like you could.
So does it hit? No. Is
No,
it the decision?
no,
No,
it doesn't. Sorry.
Okay.
I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw.
It's 13.
18.
16.
All right, Steven, all this is happening, and you know you're getting attacked from all sides. You're fighting your point of view, and God, it's really, whew, it's warm. It's really warm in here. Your freebie for exhaustion has been burned.
The only thing burning inside me is the need to stop the terrorist cell active in my country.
Patriotism. That's what we're going with, Turquoise.
I'm sorry that I love my country, unlike you.
The wars of kings matter not to me.
Then why do you care that I'm doing this?
Because this man is helping people. You've done nothing but harm people.
Oh, I forgot how medics generally wear a soldier's armor with the intent to kill. My bad. Be on your way. Go into that town completely devoid of any way to stop you in whatever you plan on doing. We were there. They didn't have any protection. We saw that ourselves. Be gone, dear centaur man. Be free. Well, hey, does anyone have a weapon? I feel like he might need a weapon in case he comes across the king. We'd hate for him to miss his opportunity. In fact, you know what? I'm going to morph back into my original form and hand him one of my scythes, or one of my sickles, and be like, here you go, good sir. In case you come across the innocent, I would hate for you to miss the opportunity. Be free, my friend. Be free!
All right. Can I walk up to him? I want to say something really fast. All right. So you're saying that this guy over here, this guy who's been helping all my friends, everyone from my hometown, is bad, right?
You were standing
And
mere inches behind me when he admitted that his plan
that's right.
was to kill.
That's right. All right. I get your point. But here's the thing.
Fair enough.
All right. There's one person, not a whole army or anybody, right? Here's the thing. We could change one person's mind, maybe change their opinion. Doesn't mean they can be, or doesn't always mean, they'll stay that way. They might become more of a friends, So if you try to attack this person even more, they're gonna get that. I already have a bad opinion on us. Apparently, I think if you keep doing this, they're gonna hate us even more. So if you keep doing this, like you said, poking the bear. You want to keep poking the bear, you keep poking the bear, and then they'll definitely want to hurt us. But if you keep nice, pet the bear instead of poke the bear, maybe they won't hate us anymore.
If I've learned anything from the great Elvin Bowsmith Lee Harvey Oswald, it's that you can't leave a man to his own devices.
I shove a mushroom in his mouth.
Fair enough.
Make an attack roll. And
that's 18.
Does 18 get in your mouth?
Is that just against my armor class?
Yes.
Yes, it does. I'm slurping that thing down.
Okay, now roll a Constitution save. You're not.
Oh, okay. Bye.
I'm still holding him at this point. And now that he is asleep, I'm going to Sacred Flame.
Hell yeah, dog.
Oh, shit.
And I'm the villain.
Shit.
I want to. If he does do that, well, I'll let it happen. Then I'll say my thing.
You're asleep, which means you fail the saving throw.
Instant double damage, as far as I'm concerned.
Is it an instant crit?
As far as I'm concerned,
it is. Shit. Okay. Steven, you were so young.
Pretty grand, but I'm different.
Go ahead and do that damage there, Sticks. Roll your double damage.
I rolled a 7 on the damage, so that'd be 14.
You're not gonna fucking believe this. I'm dead.
I'm going to let him go to the ground, and I'm going to look over at Gregory, and I'm just going to say,
take this message back to the lieutenant. We don't deal with these kind here. Go. Thank you for your help.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And he looks over to Gator. Do you want to ride back to town? Oh, that'd be great. Yeah. What about him? Yeah, what about him? Get on. And jumps on the back of Gregory, and they ride off. And now you're in the middle of the clearing, in the burning forest, in the hamlet, with a dying Steven, because he does have death saving throws he can make every round.
You won't need it, because as soon as Gregory is out of sight, I'm going to spare the dying.
What the fuck is going on?
That's my boy.
You now appear dead, or you are spared, and you no longer have to make death saving throws. You're at 0, but you're unconscious and alive. Gwegui now believes you have been killed, and he's going to report that to his commanding officer, the lieutenant.
Do you know how good it's gonna feel to kill Wolfskin when his character thinks I'm fucking dead?
Well played, Master Sticks. Well played.
This man playing 4D chess and I was setting up checkers. Holy shit.
Holy sticks. So you're, it's the 3 of you and your unconscious comrade. Traveling companion.
Is he dead?
Not yet. But I think we need to consider where we go from here.
What do you mean? We go that way. And I just point because I don't know if he's talking about like literally or figuratively.
This creature has made us suffer for quite a while, but he still has uses. What do we need to do moving forward with him?
Can we control him?
God, no.
I got more mushrooms. That's gonna work.
Are we any better than him if we keep him alive and drugged to take us places and do things with us?
Well, we could always do what I say instead of poking the bear. He might try to kill us. We might try to poke the bear.
I would
And we
argue
kinda make-
keeping me drugged would still make you better than me by a large margin.
Yeah, you're only drugging one person, not an entire village.
We don't know that happened.
No. But you will.
Well, they won't know it was me.
I'm willing to give him another chance, but he has to prove himself, prove his worth. Once I think we find Turnbuckle's family, I think we should at least see through whatever this is that he's trying to do, what his objective is, and come to some agreement as to whether or not we want to see him through it.
Well,
My whole career, everything that I do is based on warning people about monsters. I have one right in front of me. I
That's
can
bold.
spare the world this horrible monster here. Or I can write songs and warn people about it.
Don't you talk about Turnbuckle like that.
and I would be like, y'all talking about Wolfie here? No, Wolfie ain't no monster. He's good now.
I'm talking about
biting
turquoise, Aaron.
Yeah.
tugging at the ends of the skirt of the robes of turquoise, just tugging on it.
Well,
I think
sorry. Go ahead. I'm just saying that I'm good with whatever you guys want. I just want to make sure Daddy's safe, and if you guys still need me, I'll hang out. But yeah, just let me know.
when my mistress came to me and said that he still has some uses, I believe her. But I also share part of your feelings, Ariana. Perhaps that has become our new goal, is to watch over this one.
Ooh, I feel a Babysitters Club spinoff coming up.
Are you gonna be his dad? want big enough to be your daddy. You want to be your daddy? That's what I want.
Yeah, that's right. I'm your daddy.
Wait, what?
What?
Thalrus, I respect your religion, and I respect your goddess, and I respect that is your choice. Just as I respected it when it came to his life on the line with Lieutenant. But I don't know what other horrors could lie ahead of us. What will we stop? What won't we stop?
The good news is most of the horrors I've caused are behind us. Geographically speaking, of course.
Good or bad is mostly relative, and it's relative to the observer.
I'm not with you. I've seen people burn alive in their own beds. I've seen their children slaughtered. I've seen monsters eat people alive. I've seen the dead in graves, masses, covered by a thin layer of dirt. Dalgris, I've seen it. And I don't think leaving a monster alive is the answer.
How does Turquoise stack up as a monster compared to the ones that you've seen?
Whatever he released, we don't know its effects. We don't know how it's going to harm people. That's a mess we have to clean up because we let it happen. What other fresh mess will he get us into? He almost killed Gwegui. For what?
You're right. But what if we need him to finish what he started, or to end it?
How many of those mushrooms have you got?
I got about 3 bags.
That's enough, I think.
Is anyone good at cooking? Because perhaps we can mix him in with the meal and serve it only to him every night.
Or we can shove it down his throat.
Hope you enjoy your roofie stew.
Dude, I love the fact that I have pushed them to the point that evil is their only choice. Look, you either die the hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Will the ends justify the means?
Oh, the ends of the wolfskin slaughtering me where I stood justified the means. I'm amazed I haven't done it.
Does anybody have any rope?
No, but if I could probably use my belt, make it time up or something. Don't worry, I could find another one. There's probably some stuff over there.
I have
the houses.
I have something better. And I pull out manacles.
We could use both. Use the manacles for his hands and the belt for his mouth.
It's getting kinky in here.
Well, that's
I don't like it, but I get it. Does that make sense?
I don't get it, but I like it. Does that make sense?
This game took a really weird turn.
okay.
Once he's secure, I'm going to cast a Cure Wounds on him.
Okay, alright. He is still not awake.
And that is 5 HP.
Right, let's find your family.
All right then.
All right. By the time that you guys have dealt with the situation and start to head further into the woods, two of the small huts that were there are now like on fire, while like one other starting to catch a little bit on the side. So just to show how much time has gone by, and as you go deeper into the woods, I need a survival check from whoever's leading the party.
I am proficient in that, so I guess I can.
Basically, the fog is very thick, and you're kind of having to track your way back to home. I say fog, I mean smoke.
It is a 11. No, wait, 12.
12 is enough. All right, so walking through, what are you guys doing with Turquoise? I should ask.
I'm carrying him.
You're carrying him? Okay. And then the other question is, did no one mentioned picking the stick back up? So actually, I need you two to also make survival checks. The DC is lower. Should be fine. But you know, chaos could ensue.
19. D&D Beyond is being very nice to me tonight.
That's a 2 for a 4 again.
So great. Okay, cool. You start to pierce through a lot of the smoke there, Turnbuckle, as you get to where the woodmill is at, and your home and your father's home is like built right into and next to the woodmill. This is like this is your bread and butter. This is your livelihood. This is where you've stationed at, and you find that it's also quiet here besides the crackling of the wood. The actual wood mill area where you guys have been storing lumber is also just in flame, just on fire. And that's at the other end of the facility or of this entire area. Your home looks intact. The surrounding woods hasn't they're spaced enough far away that until one of these trees burns and falls over, you seem to be somewhat safe, ish. It's decent ways out. There's plenty of scattered tools. There's just logs that have been broken free, that have kind of tumbled out and are mispiled here and there. And you break through the smoke and see this, and Ariana, you come up behind him, and Wolfie comes out and of the smoke. And while you're kind of taking in and looking around and seeing if there's any life, any sign of your family, Thalgris, you're hefting Turquoise on your shoulder a little bit further, trying to readjust, and when you look up, they had moved out of your sight and further into the fog, and you lost track of your friends. You keep walking, thinking just keep walking straight. They're obviously just right ahead of me. And instead you come to another clearing. And in the ground here, there is a perfectly scorched black square that's about 90 feet long by 50 feet long, or I guess it's a rectangle then. Or all rectangles are squares, not all squares are rectangles. And it's just burnt into the ground, and you see. Well, actually, give me a investigation or perception check.
19.
Beautiful. You do see that in the scorch marks, there looks to be like shorn stumps. Like, you chop down a tree, you got like, a chunk of stump hanging up above. This one's flat and even with the ground. But you do see like, hey, this is wood and there's like rings. Like this thing was perfectly clean cut. So this probably wasn't a clearing. Something cleared this.
Would I?
Would I be familiar enough to know that whether this is what a lumber mill might do, or is this something else?
You definitely know that this is unusual. unless Gardenia does logging in a different way than you're familiar with, this is highly unusual.
I'm going to call out to Ariana and Aaron with thaumaturgy.
I'll just give that one because you guys aren't that too far away from each other. You hear the bellowing roar of Thalgris Eventide just roaring out for your. What do you say anyway when you roar out for them?
Friends, where are you? I found something.
I want to pop up right behind him. I'm right here.
Yes, I'll let that happen. You guys can track down from his shout, and it's not that far off from where you guys were. He just veered off a little bit. It's actually like just outside of the lumber mill area, and you spot him there. Got turquoise, and he's just like looking down at what you guys now see from looking at his view. You guys see the burnt rectangle as well. And Thalgris, as you're also, because of your high roll, when you're kind of sifting through it, you notice the stump. You also notice that there seems to be like a hole, a big like, I don't know, like the width of a barrel hole. That's in the ground, and it was hard to see at first because with the scorched earth, it was just as black as the rest of the surrounding area, and the smoke also doesn't help. But yeah, you spot that there's like some sort of like hovel or not hovel, some sort of like tunnel or pit that goes down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this doesn't look like it's normal lumber mill job.
Would I be able to recognize anything? Does it look strange to me too?
Super strange.
Well, here's the thing. That's straight up weird, It's nothing none of us know how to do this.
I'd like to investigate the area to kind of see, like, can I tell what might have done this type of cutting?
Okay, go ahead and roll
Clearing.
investigation.
As they're doing that, can I, not go too far from them, but just far enough to just still scream out, "Daddy, Daddy,
No problem.
Daddy"?
I rolled a 14.
There is no response to Daddy. Once again, no response, and it's quiet. In your investigation, the scorch mark, it doesn't look like it's it doesn't match the fire, the scorch marks that's like, the neighboring patches of grass that are still in the woods that you've seen that have been burnt up look different than this because these have been shorn down. The grass is even shorn all the way down, just like the tree trunks were. It does not look natural. is definitely what you can take from it. Some other means, something has caused this.
What do you think has done this? Is it creature or is it magic?
It's certainly not natural.
I suppose we could use our friend here to try and determine this, but he's still sleeping. I use the word friend cautiously.
One more question. How close are we to the house?
So, to give you a kind of a picture, is like here's like your big clearing, and over here you've got like your big lumber mill, and over like here it's a little bit on fire, but up here is where like your home and domicile is like this area next to the lumber mill on the opposite end of where it's catching fire, and then from here, it's like just off to the side here, just off to the side of your home, that there's this scorch mark that's leaving.
Okay, then I'm running to the house.
All right.
I'm going to leave the group. I'm going to take Wolfie with me and say, "Gotta check something out," and just hightail it.
All right. Go ahead and describe your home. It's your home.
Oh, that's right. Well, I guess as I go in and barge in, it's not huge, but it's not. It's pretty big. I see it's like a nice like log cabin looking kind of thing, 2 stories. But it's also very minimalistic. There's not many things. It's enough. It's what we need, not necessarily what we want. There's where there will be a living room. There is a small training area where my daddy and I practice all
that hot yoga.
All that hot yoga. Got some makeshift punching bags, some our speed bags. Everything's all right there. And I see you'll see what you don't expect, like in a cabin. There are like deer horns and stuff like that. You see.
Whoop! Kind of froze up there. Well, Turnbuckle, if you can still hear us, you're a little bit frozen, so I'm going to jump back to the others, and when you come back, we'll finish through that. Back at the clearing, let's see, you guys both had really good investigation rolls. Besides the actual square itself, you notice that there's a bunch of, it looks like drag marks, maybe cargo got pulled, or maybe you just see like lots of like trails kind of burrowed in the ground, lots of like drag marks that all kind of lead from the lumber area to this square. Oh man, Turnbuckle's real froze.
I'm going to follow those drag marks.
So from the blackened square, you see that it looks like it was from the lumber mill to the blackened square. Some of them kind of come from like the lumber. Oh, and poof, he disappeared. All right, we will be right back. I gotta fix. Actually, you know what? We're fine here. We'll just play in this awkward area. All right. So you're now Harvey. I'll be Marlo, and you're Art. Sticks.
Yeah,
as always.
I'm back.
Oh hey.
I am so sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. It just literally just crashed.
All right. Well, then everyone at home will be. Oh, nope! It fixed itself. Never mind. No technical difficulty screen for you. We're back in the game.
All right. Well, I was sorry about that.
Oh, no
sorry
worries,
about
man.
that. Sorry about that, everyone. Some little technical difficulties.
Were you able to hear what we were talking
Yeah, I'm
about while you were frozen?
I heard no, I heard nothing from your end. I was. Did you guys hear what I was saying, or did
No,
I?
you got to after like the speed bags and talking about the antlers on the walls. That's when everything froze up. I jumped over to the other crew while that was happening, and they had discovered that basically there are drag marks from the center of like from the lumber area that lead to the blackened square.
Like something was dragged.
Just drag
Across.
marks.
Right. Well, then I wouldn't have seen this. I was already, since I'm in the house
you're
right
at
now.
the house.
Right.
So we'll jump back to you at the house. So what are your goals while in here?
I'm gonna go into every room and see if I can find my dad.
Daddy.
Yep. Like just like a picture in the cartoon, just like boom, 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 boom. It bounces back, bounces.
Give me an investigation roll.
Second, I need to re-pull up my character sheet.
No worries. Anything for you guys there with Sleeping Beauty?
How long till he actually wakes up?
14.
14, okay. If I remember right, magical sleep is basically you're just asleep until someone wakes you or like you take damage or someone shakes you awake. I'm going to double check.
Is there a way to reach out to my god?
Funny you should say that.
Or whatever the fuck he is?
Your patron?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Let's see. Go ahead and roll Arcana? Unless you can think of something that you would rather roll that would work, if you can sell me on it.
I'll go with Arcana. 14.
14. All right. So, I'll get back to you. With the 14 investigation of your house, you do not find anyone, but you do notice that there has been a sign of struggle. Not only is there lots of like stuff in your in the kitchen area that's just been thrown all over. The rest of the house was still pretty good, but then like from the kitchen going towards the door, you kind of see some scuffling, and you do spot that there's a little bit of blood. Yeah, a little bit of blood's on the ground, and but not a lot. Not like, you know, a body's worth or anything worrisome.
What the hell is up? There was a tussle in here. I think Daddy got a little rowdy. Hopefully that's not his. Wolfie, I'm gonna get my new wolf friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor. We're gonna try to follow this smell. Smell that.
So the wolf smells at the blood. And like kind of recoils away from it. And like backs up and just keeps like and then kind of sniffs at the ground and starts walking out the door sniffing at the ground. Back to Steven. You reach out in your sleep state, trying to gain any attention from your patron. Welcome back. Are you having troubles?
Well, look, you know, I figured I can just keep causing general chaos, but at the end of the day, wouldn't you have a spear with a more pointed tip? That's all I'm saying. Now, if you could maybe nudge me in a direction or paint a fucking picture of what you want, we might be able to get something rocking and moving. But at the moment, you're just kind of letting me go around and cause general panic and, agony. And while I'm clearly not against it, I feel like there's just more I could be doing. And, I have a bit of a feeling things might not be super simple around here for the foreseeable future. So if I have a goal that I can really just get behind other than fucking shit up for the boys, I'm just trying to figure out where you're at, what you're looking for from me, things like that at this point.
Interesting. After everything that's happened, you still wish to sup from my power? You are quite the curious creature. Yes, let us give you a goal. And let us, of course, give incentive, rewards for goals.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that one in writing, bitch. I have a bit of a history with you and these rewards. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna need a little bit of some kind. I mean, don't get, I'm gonna do it, but I would like in writing that there isn't gonna be another door that knocks me unconscious.
Well, if it's writing you want, you already have a bit of scroll with a writ upon it. You should look at that when you wake.
I keep forgetting to do that, and also I don't want to do it around everyone else. But yeah, I got a feeling I'm not going to be able to do that for a while. But the next time I get a free moment to myself, I'll be sure to take a look.
Daring actions get daring rewards.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Now I'm unconscious on a lizard's shoulder.
You have an inspiration die. Everyone, by the way, I want to give everyone an inspiration die for lovely role playing and acting to your character, to their pros and their faults. You guys have all done great. Yes, you get all an inspiration. Just want to throw that out there. Well, maybe you do need just a little help up. So, when you're ready, you can wake up. And basically, you feel like you're in like a lucid dream state. You can wake up at any time you wish from this predicament that you're in right now. And is everyone's full on hit points except for Steven, correct?
No.
No.
No, I'm actually.
Oh, the hellish
low.
rebuke.
Well, I was low before that as well.
Oh,
so.
You push yourself. I love it.
Am I able to hear what's happening around me?
Yes, and that is what I'm implying, is that you're in a very lucid state. You are, all intents and purposes, everyone will perceive you as being fully asleep. You can wake up at any moment and you're fully aware. That's the little boon he's giving you.
Phenomenal.
And back to the rest of the group. You follow Wolfie back to the clearing with the emblackened square with the others.
All right, Wolfie. Did you get the scent, right? So here you go. I need to keep following it, and then you might find Daddy. Got it? Oh, hey, everybody. Wolfie's picked something up. There was a fight in my house. Blood. I think Daddy kicked somebody's ass, and then we probably chased him. I'm assuming. I don't know what's going on. But...
Well, let's lead on, Wolf.
It stops like right at the edge of the blackened circle and just or blackened square. I don't know my shapes. What age am I? And yeah, it starts just snuffing and chuffing and not liking what it's smelling.
I'm no expert, but that sounds like whatever happened here.
So there's no more trail then?
Well, there's the hole in the ground.
I guess we're going in that hole.
All right.
Is it a very big hole?
It's about the width of a barrel, so like you could fit. You wouldn't have a lot of wiggle room, but you would be able to fit there, Thalgris.
I guess we better wake him up. No point trying to squeeze through while dragging this lump along.
And I'll slap him across the face, gently but with vigor.
Ooh, it's the way you should roll on most things.
Can I pretend to be asleep?
Because he slapped you, you can roll with deception.
Yeah, I'll roll the deception. Survey says 14.
What is your passive perception?
12. I was going to say, should I roll insight? But
and everyone else's passive perception, is anyone else at 14? So it's slap.
I'll slap him harder.
I'll roll that deception again. This,
Don't worry, if this fails, I'm asking the monk to hit you.
12. I mean, does that go to me or him?
Let's see. He's the defender. You have to beat his roll. And so you got the same number, which means he wins.
Fantastic.
So you slap him a second time, Thalgris, harder. And he's like, he kind of winces a little bit, and like his eye kind of like squints a little bit open. And he goes, and pretends to be asleep.
Well, good enough for me. And starts dragging him still.
I thought you were just gonna like drop him down the hole. Okay. So what is the marching order going down into this hole?
I'm happy to go first. I can see 300 feet of darkness. And if it becomes a problem, I can gift that to the rest of the party for a short time.
Ooh, all right. The drop into the hole is only like a 3-foot drop before the terrain starts to angle and level out that you can actually like walk and you're just falling down a hole. And who goes after? Steven, because you're dragging him?
Yeah.
And
Wolfie and I will be behind.
Okay.
I'm gonna just during this. I'm gonna try to see if he can pick up another scent, maybe, if anything. No. Well then, yeah. Wolfie and I are together behind Thalgris.
Okay. All right. So in the dark, Thalgris, you can see that it's a rocky earthen terrain, and the opening that kind of forms in the first area when you like first come through the tunnel is a like 20-foot by like 40-foot wide. There's a large opening that veers off to the right, and then a very tiny one often further down the way that you're pointed. So there's left and straight. Left, there is 50. It's like 15 feet wide tunnel that goes around, while the one at the end of the hall is just like a 5-foot maybe even smaller, wide gap.
Aaron, which way does your wolf think we should go?
He seems he can't figure anything out. Something must be. All the smoke must be hiding the scent or something. Can I roll for him? He has a +3 to perception.
Yeah, go for it. And what is it that you're trying to perceive with the puppy?
I'm still trying to see if I can pick up a scent of the blood again.
Okay.
Or anything similar to that.
Okay.
And I got a 14 plus 3, so that is math. 17?
17. So yeah, you're like, hey, can you get that blood? And it just sniffs around, and it just doesn't. Give me an animal handling roll real fast.
That is let's see, 17.
Okay, basically, you can kind of infer from the way that the wolf is acting that it can't get the scent you're looking for.
Nope. Can't find anything. Sorry.
Which way do you think we should go?
All right. That way. I just point like it's the hole is like this is the whole drag thing that you said before, or
So in the blackened charred square above, there was a hole in that 40 by 60 long rectangle. There was a hole the size of a barrel that led to this little tunnel system.
so we're in a like a tunnel.
Yeah, you've jumped down like a hole that was like 3 feet deep, and then it evened out into where you can actually walk, and it's actually like you can stand. Though Falgris, you kind of have to kind of hunch a little bit. It is a little low, but not enough to impede you.
Okay.
I would like to cast light.
Dope.
So that everyone can kind of see, and I would like to inspect the walls. So I hit my instrument, give it just like a little twinking, plinking sound, and it lights up from the front. And then look around and kind of aim it at the walls to see what made these tunnels. If I can tell anything about the tunnels based on scratch marks or anything.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
Okie dokie. And
now that the room lights up even more, you do see that the big 30-foot, or 15-foot wide tunnel going off to the side, and the roughly 5'1" straight ahead. And you do see that the cavern wall, if you're going straight, it slowly starts to kind of narrow, and as it's narrowing, there are a couple of it looks like gaps in the wall, not enough to walk through, but they do look like about the size of a forearm, average forearm. There's some gaps in the stone.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, with an 18, you spot that these walls were definitely carved by something with large raking claws of some kind. It seems to be definitely it has been dug and fashioned by some beastie.
Clawed creature made these tunnels. Hard to tell what kind.
You would say that the claws would probably be each individual claw would probably be the size of my hand, like this, just, and 3 or 4 of them together in most patterns.
Probably something big.
Well, I suppose that answers the question of whether it's a magic or a beast.
And what does your light look like, by the way? You said you had it at the end of your instrument.
Yeah, it's just like a sort of soft bluish glow coming from the edge.
All right, using that
I
blue
think
light,
more
making sure
like
everyone stays awake.
yeah, I think more like a it kind of is more like a flashlight light than like a lantern light, if that makes sense.
Like a bullseye lantern or flashlight. Okay.
Yeah.
Bring, bring. Okay. All right. Yes, and you guys are still kind of roughly just at the entrance of this thing. Where would you like to go?
Do we take the wide path or the narrow path?
From an escape perspective, the wide path's probably a little bit better.
Okay, I gotta do it. I'm gonna yell, scream out, "Daddy!" again. Daddy! Are you in the hole?
Shh, Aaron, we don't know what's in here.
Well, my daddy might be here. Maybe he went to go fight it too, like we're doing.
This thing has claws the size of my hand.
Have you seen my daddy? His arm is a claw.
I'm sure your father's quite capable.
The lore of the Turnbuckle family continues to grow, and I continue to get more and more invested.
Like,
I'm sure he's quite capable, but we
I
don't know
don't
what we're
mean
dealing with.
literally.
Okay.
I'll take the wide path.
All right. Taking the wide path. So you guys turn towards the wide path. Is everyone else following Thalgris, or is
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
Okay. Everyone else?
Yes.
He is dragging.
Did you just say that the dragon is dragging you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. All right. So you're all following, and you're all going around the corner, and when you get when you take the bend, you see that the 15-foot wide entrance actually expands out to like a 20-foot wide. It's not just a little bit bigger, and then at the end of the hall, it narrows down to another 5-foot wide gap and 15 feet long before it opens up into another bigger room.
Are there any other entrances or exits from this room?
Just the one at the end of the hall.
Okay.
I'll keep walking towards that exit.
All right. So it's about 30 feet away from where you're at, and then it begins to narrow. Does anyone else decide to accompany?
I'll go with him.
I think I'm gonna keep like turned towards the entrance to like watch for anything that might come up behind us.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be whispering, "Daddy, Daddy, right here."
All right. And Steven, you're still playing unconscious, just being dragged behind?
You're goddamn right I am.
Okay. And you stayed behind and are watching the backs, or are you with them watching their backs? Marlo?
I'd like to stay like kind of the intermediate between like the door, like the
Okay. Being like 10
entryway
10, 20 feet
and
away?
them. Yeah.
All right, then. Would Thalgris please roll a dexterity saving throw? And Marlo, would you please, or Ariana, would you please make a perception check?
That is a 9.
All right. The immediate area around you begins to suddenly quake and shake about, and some rock debris come falling down. And you only take 2 points of damage as a nice hefty rock kind of slams into your shoulder. And then I need all 3 of you in the front there to also make a perception check. Ariana, what did you get?
A 6.
Okay.
14.
14. Okay.
14.
Okay. Steven?
It's rolling. It's rolling. Hold on. 7.
Okay. So you probably kept your eyes closed. Both Aaron and Thalgris, when the rock starts shaking and it hits you, and he starts to kind of push back and kind of falls back into the rest of the group, you can both see through the other side of the rubble that was falling. There's like a something the size of a very large dog, very hairy and dark, like darted soon after, like from behind there, kind of darted soon after. Thalgus, you've got the dark vision. Go ahead and roll with advantage. Roll one more time with your perception. I'm guessing the light spell is still in this room, so you wouldn't be able to see too far ahead. But Thalgus has 300 eyes.
That's a 17 to make 19.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like it's a medium-sized creature, and it's covered in hair, and it's got like a long tail, but it's also got like, you spotted like fingers in front of its face, maybe, like. But it was a quick look, and then it was gone.
We are not alone, and I don't know if it's friendly.
And just for in case, I'm going to give myself a cure wounds.
Good call. Good call.
What did you say?
Seemed to be
some sort of humanoid-looking wolf creature, but had a weird mouth.
Would I have seen anything like this in the woods before at all?
Roll. Give me a survival check or a history check.
Nope. I got an 8. No, wait. 10. Sorry.
10?
Counted that wrong.
Alright. Maybe it was a big gopher, or a big wolf, or a big mole, or a big echidna. I don't know. It was
I don't know.
a giant squirrel.
Like I'll just say that I just named off everything you said is exactly what I would repeat it back to him. Like, it could be this, could be this, could be that.
When you say echidna, everyone looks at you strange.
Would I have any idea what something like that might be?
You can also try to roll a history or what I say, just survival.
History, probably. Yeah, no, never mind.
It could be a dog. It could be an echidna. It could be a mole. It could be a wolf.
Could be any number of things. My bet is it's probably going to try to harm us. Keep your guard up. Wait for its attack.
So the path that you guys were trying to take is cluttered. It's not like you can't bypass it. It's just, it is going to be rough terrain to get through it, just for future reference. Do you wish to break on through to the other side? I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Do you wish to break on through to the other side?
There we go. All right. So are we charging? Are we charging after that, or what are we doing? This is me out of character. So like, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, it's going to find the answers, right? Or at least give us something else to think about. Or we could leave it alone and go back down the narrow path.
Do you think it's sentient? Do you think it's like knowledgeable enough to be able to give us an answer, or just like blind monster rage?
I don't know that I could have told that from just the glance that I got it. I think this is your call, Aaron. We are hunting for your family after all.
All right. All right. I'm going to do the only thing I know how to do. I take a deep breath.
Daddy!
Well, actually, not that one.
Oh.
But yeah. So yeah, I was with deep breath, chest puffed out. Oh, monster thing! Are you friendly or not? And do you know where my dad is?
The gang dies in the tunnels.
The title of this episode I named Diggy Diggy Hole.
Beautiful.
All right, let's see here. Just gotta check on some things. Yep.
That title could be equally relevant to Turquoise's situation. Diggy diggy hole.
You're not wrong. But don't worry, if I dig deep enough, sooner or later, I'll just end up in another country.
And then go to war with them.
I don't know. I was thinking turquoise was more like chameleon.
Yes, disguise.
Okay, let's see here. Let me just.
Oh my god. No. Don't have dark sight. Therefore, I'm not going to go through with this idea. Disregard.
Okay, so you scream out. You do hear, because I'm just gonna make this one obvious. You do hear a bit of like scritch, scritter, scratch, 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 going away from your position. And
Okay.
I need Ariana to make a perception check.
Yes, perception. Dang you, D&D Beyond. It was being so nice to me, now it's being so mean. I rolled a 6
Okay.
on that one.
All right. With a 6, you notice nothing. Everything's fine. Now, here's the thing. Am I just messing with you and everything is fine? I'm just making you roll? You'll never know. All right. And the rest of you, do you wish to travel through or double back?
I'm debating, like, should I do what I know my character will do, or should I be smart and not try to get myself killed?
You know he's going to do the dumb thing. Might as well do the dumb thing.
He chases after the sound.
Okay.
And make sure Wolfie's with him.
All right. You crawl through the rubble and get to the other side. And it is dark in here. Do you have low light vision?
I think I do have dark vision, actually.
Elves, tell me your
Yeah,
secrets.
I have dark vision. I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can see just fine. You can when you break through here, you see that there's a path that continues forward, and it circles to the right. You see another narrow gap, like before, like the forearm-sized like gap, directly to your right. And directly to your left, there are two tunnels, both 5 foot wide, about 15 feet apart. So you have two paths to your left, a path straight ahead, and a gap to your right.
Gap to my right, and tunnels to my left.
Gaps to the right of me, tunnels to the left. Here I am, stuck in the garbage.
See, I was gonna go reverse. I was gonna say gap to the left of me, tunnels to the right. Here I am.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of peek into the gap.
Okay. So you take a couple feet. It's like 10 feet to your right, and you walk over there and you look through the gap. Give me a perception check.
God, I'm bad at this.
Okay.
Careful, when you stare into the abyss, it does stare back.
And then it says hi.
That's a 9 minus 1, so that's an 8.
You still see right on the other side of this gap. You see these freaking like tentacle finger things like right up at the gap as well. Now back to the rest of the party. So you see your little boy come crawling over the rocks ahead of you and past everyone, and he hops in the middle and looks around and then goes and then veers off to the right, out of the sight from the tunnel that you're in. So he is out of your eyesight right now.
Oh boy. I'm running after him. Or trying to, because I know it's like difficult terrain.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20. So you get through, and Thalgris, basically is like Aaron runs past you and like looks around, and then like kind of poke your head around, and then all of a sudden Ariana comes running behind you, and then clambers over the rocks as well, and you get just over to the other side of the rocks before your movement ends. Thalgris, Steven, anything you guys want to do? Unless you had an action as well. I'm sorry. From when you just crossed over the rock pile and clambered over and you're in the room, you do see about 20 feet or 15 feet away on your right side is Aaron doing this.
Oh, I'm still pretending I'm unconscious.
Had to check. So yeah, if there's an action you want to do before I jump over to the Thalgris, let me know. Okay.
No, I'm good.
All right, I'm going to follow up after Ariana as well. Keep dragging.
Roughly over the rock.
No, I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna leave him behind.
Excellent.
And then I am going to pull out my Twilight Sanctuary, which is my channel divinity, and for 1 minute or until I'm incapacitated, creatures within 30 feet of me ends its turn in the sphere. It'll either gain 1d6 plus 3 temporary hit points, or I can end it from being charmed or frightened.
Nice. So yeah, both of them get it. Steven was left behind. If you'd like to roll that beautiful bean footage for their regeneration.
So that is 9 temporary hit points.
I need a perception check from Steven.
And this is how you get fucking murdered out here in by yourself. Please be high. Please be high. Oh, 15.
15. All right, perfect. While you're lying there on the ground and you're still pretending to be asleep, and do you have dark vision?
Nope.
I need you to roll that again because it's a disadvantage. Then I'm sorry.
Yep. You're not gonna fucking believe this.
Same number.
It was a 20.
Okay, I do believe it. You see, you kind of like wink your eye open, and there's enough residual light coming from the other room where Ariana is that you can make out a silhouette of kind of a shorter, like there's like a presence, a short presence sneaking closer and closer towards you, and it's about 15 feet away.
Is it reminiscent of that thing we killed like the very first session, that gray thing?
You know, give me a roll of history check.
That means yeah. I don't fucking know.
Honestly, the silhouette could be anything. You just know that there's like
It's a 10. I don't know. You know, I'll go for it. It's a 10. I'm gonna say I don't fucking know.
I can tell you this. Maybe.
Fuck it. I'm gonna disguise self as that gray thing we fought on the first day.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna get back to that.
Oh, god damn
it. Turnbuckle. You got this thing snorting at you from it. Like, it definitely can't fit through this gap. Neither could you. Like, well, okay, wait, you're tiny. I mean, you're svelte. You could, with double movement, shimmy sideways through something like this. But right now, this thing is just like...
Is it close enough? Like, in the hole, I can stick my arm inside and I can touch it?
Yes, it would be wide enough for you to reach in.
Okay. Then I take out a mushroom and I hold it out to the mouth. See if it grabs it.
And you see as like the finger things like kind of flail over the mushroom and then open up wide, and then you see a mouth opens up underneath, grabs it, chomps it down, then the phalanges recoil in, and then it like scurries backwards into the shadows, and you kind of just hear a chomping, snuffing sound.
Can't tell if it fell asleep or not. Or...
I'll let you know this. It does not fall asleep.
Oh. Roll in. I peek in like, it looks like you liked it. I got some more if you want some.
Roll animal handling.
That's an 18.
18. So from everyone else's perspective, you guys go in there and like, wait, what's going on? And you see him go, and just whoop, his arm just disappears into a cavity, and he's like, "Hey, you want some?" And he pulls it back, and he looks fine. And so he pulls out another one and starts to offer it, and you guys can hear that sloughing, chompy noise pause for a second, and then some shuffling movement start to get closer. Anything that Ariana or Thalgris wants to do before we jump back to Turquoise?
Is it the echidna? What is it?
It's the dog thing, yeah.
It's not going to sleep?
No, but it likes it. It might be friendly. So, but shh, Yo, y'all want scary?
I will just cast a bless spell upon the three of us that I can see, calling forth on the benevolence and the blessing of Shah.
Okay. Oh, everyone, you feel like you know what's gonna come. You know, like everything's gonna turn out okay. You just feel like things are gonna go your way. Like you could really shake the pillars of heaven.
Take it from me, do not trust that feeling.
I can't trust this feeling deep inside of me. So you bless those around you, and they all feel emboldened. As Turnbuckle is trying to pacify said unknown beastie, the presence sneaks closer and closer to Stephen. And then Stephen, having shapeshifted into the Drugar that they first encountered on their very first day, you see the presence, the silhouette kind of stand over you, look down. And what languages do you speak, Stephen?
Yeah, this is gonna end super great. I can tell. Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
Perfect. You hear whispered, Tukraka mo don vlekan makra. Tumje, shh, shh, shh. And you get, like, arms get, like, put under your arms, and you start getting pulled away from the rest of the party.
You know, statistically, it's only like maybe he wants to do harm to me. Like, if I go to them, I know they want to do harm to me, so.
The devil you know or the devil you don't.
You know what? Fuck it. You know what? Some adventures are meant to be had. Where are we going, dog?
Okay, so you start to get dragged away. Let's see, looking at our spacing, Ariana, you may make a perception check. You are the closest that would be able to possibly hear any of this go down, but it's gonna be difficult.
17.
You do hear a little bit of, like, hushed whispers. Like, you can't make out what's said, but you do hear, like, some hushed whispers for just a moment.
I turn around and, like, try to focus. I evidently do have dark vision.
Oh.
I forgot.
And how far is your dark vision?
It's just regular dark vision. So
30?
is that 30 feet? Yeah. 60 feet. You can see in darkness up to shades of gray up to 60 feet.
Okay. You look through, and there's all the rubble that's through the that you guys had to crawl over to get there. And you kind of, like, you hear something and kind of look, and you kind of peek up, and you catch a glimpse just a little bit over the rubble of you see two dwarves, one carrying the other. And they're trying to be very quiet, as, like, they're like, one is, like, moving away and keeps, like, darting their eyes up in your direction, like, nervously.
Can I tell that one of those dwarves is not actually a dwarf, or is it just like no?
I mean, Steven, roll a deception with advantage, and then roll an insight. I can't hear you, Steven.
I am a very convincing dwarf boy.
My insight is 19.
Starting with a 17, and then my second one here. Come on, God. Daddy needs a new... Oh, go fuck yourself, Dice. All right, 16 and 17.
FeatherFall cares. 16 and 17. And you got Ariane. You got a 17.
19.
Oh, you got a 19. Okay, so you look and you're like, wait, I recognize that. I will never forget that guy that sent his kobolds to possibly eat me, and that's who it looks like getting dragged away.
That's not possible. I opened my mouth to speak to this other dwarf and be like, that's not really a dwarf.
Now,
because I'm like, there's no way.
They are like 30 to 35 feet away.
I opened my mouth to say something, realize that it's not possible that that person is here. Remember what just happened. He obviously knows how to imitate people. And then close my mouth. He's getting him in his own trouble. I'll let him do that. I turn back around to others and say, lost turquoise.
You haven't lost nothing yet. You know what? When I return with my dwarven army, you will regret this.
I think this might be a good place to take a break. We've been at this for 2.5 hours. I think the next game we will get into the rest of this little dungeon crawl and leave a little cliffhanger on what's going to happen to Steven, because huge fucking monkey wrenches, you guys. I love it. You guys have thrown me through a lot of weird twists and turns, and I now need a little bit of time to kind of write around it. This is glorious. Thank you, everyone. Keep me on my toes. Did you guys have fun so far?
On God, why will you not kill me?
Well, quit being so clever and likable.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, but we did kill you.
I was gonna die today.
Well, that's true.
I didn't think I was gonna die today.
You did die technically, as Algris pointed out.
Yeah, but not in the forever way.
I just imagine Steven's like, I just really want like more time to myself, and I don't want like my Saturdays to be gobbled up by this game anymore. So if you could just kill me already, that'd be great.
Oh, I have no interest in leaving the game. This is fantastic. I am just bamboozled that no one has just like I was 100% sure when I was like faked out on the ground when Thalgris was like, I'm gonna revive him, that Marlo was just gonna be like, fuck that shit. Just fucking dome me.
I have spared the dying. Oh, thank you. Now I get to have it.
Yeah, I thought they were just gonna dome me.
You know what the beauty of Spare the Dying is? I can do it again.
Isn't that a
That's
cantrip?
one. That's how you. Yeah. That's how you live in hell.
Perpetual, just suffering. No, you don't get to go to hell. You get to go to war, because war's worse.
Sacred flame, spare the dying. Sacred flame, spare the dying.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me of an old game where I had a character who was... I got captured and I was being tortured, and they were literally like, all right, I'm going to fillet you, and then here, force a healing potion down your stomach. And I was like, oh. That happened to me for a week, and then I came back broken.
The Wolfskin was a villain. I am so confused. I thought I was actually doing a good... I thought that this is what we wanted.
Just like in real war, there is way more than one side to every conversation, and who is good and who is bad is very gray.
Remember, you gotta pet the bear, don't poke it.
Yeah, the bear is an admitted terrorist. I feel like I'm for once on the good side here.
I mean,
but if you
all
pet
of
the
your
bear,
points,
he might like you.
All of your points, like, I gotta say, very valid. Everything you said about, like, hey, this is an enemy invader coming to, possibly kill our king, overthrow our government. Yeah, no, you are absolutely right. These are things that, like, are very important and need to be brought up.
But you poison one children's water supply, and no one wants to hear you out.
Well, it's like when when you're attacking your own people and attacking the people that are supposedly attacking your people. I mean, who do you trust?
Yes.
All right. Well, we're gonna call it here soon, you guys. Any shout outs? Let's do the rounds, shall we? Oh, fine. I'll start. Hey, Harvey Barrel here, FeatherFall Tabletop Gaming, Skull Splitter Dice, and Found Familiar Coffee, wonderful providers that help sponsor us here. You can also find me at the Afterworlds podcast, where I play Harvey Barrel, the cybernetic mutant of the wasteland, giving tips and tricks on how to survive. And yeah, you can find that anywhere you stream podcasts. Stephen, what are you doing?
Feel free to check us out at The Oddball Show on YouTube. We haven't been streaming on Twitch lately because I live in a hotel outside of Las Vegas at a La Quinta Inn. So, things are just different. So be sure to check out our YouTube channel at The Oddball Show. We have videos there that are bad, and we also have other videos that are really bad. And I think we just uploaded one that just fucking sucks.
So check that out. Marlo, what are you doing?
Well, other than being here, Friday nights I run a horror movie review show. We just finished up talking about the Hellraiser series. Lots of good input and ideas there. So if you're, yes, the chatter, I see you chattering. So check that out. I will tell you, spoiler alert, watch the first 4 and you can stop.
Yep. Avid horror fan, I can agree.
Yes. So I do that on Friday nights over on DLive/Transient, where my co-host and I talk about horror things. I think next movie we're going to do is Richard Ramirez movie, The Night Stalker. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I think after that we're going to do Black Christmas. So the classic, the 70s version.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing those 2 things. I'm also on Wednesday nights on the same channel playing Cult Divinity Lost. We're in a Supermax prison, and it's a reality TV show where they're filming us killing each other, and we have teams.
Oh, Running Man.
So, yes, it's Running Man style, but it's pretty dark, pretty dim, pretty bad. I'm playing a cult leader, so that'll be fun. Yeah, there's a good reason I'm in this prison. Kind of a sociopath. But anyway, that's not who I am really, I promise, even though I wrote Satan on a Christmas present instead of Santa this year. That's all I got right now. Oh, tomorrow I'll be on a charity stream on Colonomicon's channel here on Twitch. So
just Satan in hell. Why do I keep getting all these cards from kids? Oh, those are mine. No. I'm going to give this kid a present. He asked for me. Fuck off.
In my defense, I write the word Satan way more often than I write the word Santa, so.
When I was a kid, growing up not in a non-Christian household, I kept spelling Satan wrong. I kept spelling Satin. Feels great. Thalgris, or Styx, what do you got going on, my man?
Well, apart from trying to spell Santa as Santana, well, it turns into Sultana.
Dear
no,
Carlos
I'll just
Santana.
Yeah.
Maria.
No, I'm just here every Sunday for me, if you're in my time zone, and because I'm in the future.
I play with time travelers.
No, literally, the only place you should be on, the only place you should be on a Saturday for Northern Hemisphere is here.
Excellent. Erin?
If you want, you can. I don't really have anything other than coming on here really on every other Saturday whenever we pop on. But I do have an Instagram you guys can follow if you want. Just in case, it's art I think it's my full. It's my name. So Arturo D Hernandez Art on Instagram, and I recently started streaming on YouTube. So I do games, mostly just starting doing games and planning on doing art once I get my tablet working. And that is at the effin dude. So the EFFEN then dude.
The effing dude. And hey, Smash, how you doing up there?
You know, I'm just hanging out. Shout out to the La Quinta for dealing with Steven's shit. Can't be an easy gig to do that. And I'm not doing anything. So thanks for hanging out with us in chat. Had a good time.
All right, everyone. Everyone back at home, thank you for joining us, and we will catch you in 2 weeks. Unless something comes up, because, you know, it's the holidays. It's going to happen. So, but if so, I'll be here and leave you a note. Bye!